to
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Explore Mixed Media with Terry, Corrine, and
Lori.
me, Laurie, right? I'm like, who am I speaking about? So I just have to make sure my volume's off here. It and everything's very slow. So Mixed Media. Oh, there we go. Volume's off. Let's go now. Okay, and my Zoom is on. Okay, so we are fine now. We are live. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to explore something a little different. You can use watercolor on gel plates. The thing with watercolor on gel plates is, though, that it balls up. It's kind of like when you're trying to use really wet acrylic inks on gel plates or very fine stuff, you'll find that everything balls up. So to get around that, what you have to do is use a little drop of something that is, and I forget what the word, the actual word is.
Glycerin?
No, well, I wonder if glycerin would help. Would you work? It it makes it's a surfactant,
Ah,
and Dawn has surfactant in it. So the person I watch, which
let's
I'm
hope this does.
fairly certain was Catherine Rains, just put one little dot of Dawn on her piece. And well, that's not enough because I can see it's not moving anywhere. Um, this is the Dawn that's, and then she took it and she rolled it all over, absolutely all over her plate. And then that theoretically is a surfactant. It will allow you to put your paints on, and the paints will still kind of bead up. I should have shown you what happens before. Well, they'll still kind of bead up, but they also will end up, you can actually paint with them. So like if I take this and I put a line through, it actually, you can see the line.
Hmm.
Whereas when I don't do that, it's still going to break up a little bit, but I can see that the line is going to stay there. And so a lot of times what I like to do with watercolors, and this isn't something that you have to do. You can actually, I could paint a scene here if I want. I can get some blue and come in and paint paint a scene, like there's some sky here, and I can put a second color blue and just kind of let it, it's not going to be like it is on watercolor paper, but it also stays wet longer. So here I'm putting in some mountains. I'm going to put in more of the way of mountains here and just kind of play with it and it's going to be really, really super loose. And I'm going to put in a big field here. And let me see what happens but can you see where the water is actually, it's allowing it to work with the water. The water is actually,
Yeah, it's not
it
beating up.
right, it's not beating up, but you can use,
It's thick.
it's sticking, right. It is beating up a little bit, which is fun. And so I'm going to put some flowers here. And you can see that it's super beating up around here because it's pretty wet, but that's okay. It's going to end up with an excitingly different looking painting. And I don't have to, I can just use, if I want, I can just use, I don't even have to use watercolor paper. I can use just copy paper. And I can take the copy paper and I have to let it lay flat and let it absorb for a minute or two before and I pat it instead of instead of really like using my brayer on it, not my brayer, my Baron. Because where I have a pile of color, I don't want to smush it everywhere. I want it to soak into the paper. So now I just have this kind of real fun. Oh, Corinne, yours looks luscious.
Oh, well, I'm just
Look.
playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing. So this, I like how your color is. And so here, now I have this kind of foundation. And I can use I can use this in a collage. I can use it as a foundation for something else. I've done flowers with this way. The other thing that I've done, and I could not find one, is done a, I've done a, what's the negative pull that we do where we take a piece of copy paper and we put it down with the image on it. I've done a floral one where I've done the floral image down and used the watercolors.
The image transfers, you mean?
Yeah, the image transfer and use the watercolors in the image transfer. But what you get is a somewhat different, very loose, um, but it allows you to put the watercolors down, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. And I could use pieces of that in something. So
Well, I have an interesting situation because my plate had some doodles and stuff I had done on it while I was on a phone call.
uh-huh.
So I'm gonna let my watercolor dry and then use some. I think I'm gonna use some matte medium to pull it because
Yeah.
I think it's gonna dry and it will pull otherwise.
Yeah,
I
it
think
will.
the watercolor is enough to pull up the acrylic that I have on there.
I don't think the watercolor is enough to pull up the acrylic that you have on there either. And what I found that I had to do, which I have done it before, is use a use a dryer to dry it.
Yeah, I have that sitting.
Yeah. It looks like Karina, it looks like you used, did you use the Yasutoma?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look how soft
Oh, I like it.
and
Reminds me of the
lucky.
alcohol ink ones.
Yeah, well,
I
it
know
could
it has
be,
a lot of bubbles and texture and stuff in it.
yeah, that's what happens with the watercolors when you do it. Sometimes I just like to do
Hmm.
um, so I've done a couple different ones here. This one I've done just with, I've just used, I paint it with the watercolors and paint it very, very thick and came up with this image, which is really fun. It's not perfect, but it would be a really great foundation for a collage or could
Mm-hmm.
be put on cards or a great doodle start. So that's just now that one, we can try one of those if you want. And that one is you do the same thing again while Laurie's making hers drier. We'll try
Okay.
a painting one. So again, you're just putting a little tiny bit of the surfactant on. And there may still be a little bit of watercolor left on here, and that's okay. It'll just give the paper a little bit of a tone. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to get really, really, really juicy color. So I'm coming in. So I've already pre-spritzed my colors so that they're fairly soft.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm getting some real juicy color in here. And I'm going to try to just do some, though, like poppies. Or something, just a few little gestural flowers here. I'm going to put another one way up here. I don't know whether I like that color. Let me try to put some more orangey color in it. And I'm just going to kind of play around with that. I may just spritz more color around. And then I might go in, and now here I'm going to go into a green maybe and get some real thick green and throw some images, things down. Now the poppies, they've got the pods too. So maybe I'll put a pod or two in here and just very, very, very loose. I've got a purple here. Let me put a little tiny bit of purple somewhere, maybe right there. Just, this is our illusion of poppies. And maybe just a little more or something here. The thing with the watercolor is it doesn't dry really quickly.
Hmm.
So you can, it seems like you have a little more time to play with it.
You do, for sure.
So yeah, as Laurie's trying to get it to dry over there.
All right,
And
I think I got it dry, and now I'm just gonna do the pool, but I'll figure I'll start on a smaller one here.
yeah, and I'm putting just more color in this. And all of this is still pretty wet. So I can go, as long as it's pretty wet, I can go directly in it
And
and
just do a pull.
just do a pull. So here I go again, directly in it. The secret is to let it sit for a second to allow it to not squish out. Oh, yours is really pretty green.
Thank you.
Well, that turned out
Oh,
pretty cool.
Very cool.
All right, moving on.
Now, if you're using that in I'm doing a lot of this because I am really interested in exploring the cold wax and oil. So I'm trying to find ways of making paper that I can use in the cold wax and oil in places. And
Cold wax and oil. Tell me what you're doing.
that's just, I'm using cold wax and then
Mhm.
I use oil to color it. And in fact, if you watch I did put up our extra bonus this week
Okay.
is the cold wax. It is a cold wax and oil
Oh, okay.
demonstration where I tried something different in that I used watercolor as, oh, there you go. Oh, look, Corinne, you did it. How
I
lucky.
did. I have
Wow,
this
that's
one. So these are the two I'm putting in a show. These two
oh,
little
I
ones.
love that blue.
Isn't that cool?
That
That's
is
cool.
so
And then I like this one that came out kind of geometric with the it's got imprints in it and little
Oh, wonderful.
scratches.
oh, I'm doing
Yeah,
that
they're
too.
really pretty.
I'm
These
gonna
are fun. I have a whole bunch of them.
Are they just straight cold wax and oil, or did you try the underpainting?
No, I straight cold wax and oil. And this was a scrap sheet.
Ooh, love
This
it.
was a little scrap sheet that I was just wiping my palette knife on and so then when I was all done, I was like, oh, I'll just pull that through. And then I under scratched through and got a tree.
oh, that's
Oh, I
So,
beautiful.
so
love
I'll,
it.
I'll trim that and put that like on a card or something.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love,
So some of them come out great and some come out crappy.
right. And the ones that come out crappy, you can just actually
I
leave
save
in
them
the,
and I figure I'll retape them and put more
that's what
cold
I do.
wax and oil on
That's
them.
exactly what I do. I save them, retape them, and put more cold wax and oil on them.
Yeah.
So
So
here,
nothing's wasted. So let's see if mine came out. Yep, it did.
see, isn't that gorgeous?
It's fun.
They're very loose, they're very free. And then you can go back in if you want. So let me think that
Like I,
maybe I want to put a little bit more of some of a just a little gesture more in a place. So I can do that. I can just go back in and paint it. I don't have to get,
right. Or I could actually use these are Caran d'Ache.
yeah, the
Let's see.
Caran d'Ache. You can use Caran d'Ache on it. You
My
can
paper's
use,
still wet. So
yeah. So you can use whatever you want to enhance it or highlight it
Right.
and
Hmm.
get a little more in the way of interest in it. But
Hmm.
it's quite lovely, and with just a little more work, it could become a really interesting print, which is different. Now, what you'll see with mine, because I didn't clean off the sheet beforehand, I have
Hmm.
a slight glow behind it of I have the
Right.
because I had the blue up here and I had the yellow down there, and it
Hmm.
ended up giving me a really slight glow behind it, so you can kind of see it looks like there's a bit more of a background.
Hmm.
So that is really cool. So fun, Laurie. Now, did you put the
I did, and it's not working for me.
well, it could be that you're using too much water with your
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna start over on it.
but look at all the gorgeous colors you're getting.
Yeah, I know.
Like, for your yeah,
Put some more on there.
yeah, put some more on there and roll it out. And and it also could be that you're you do have the issue that yours are not as highly pigmented as
Yeah, I don't know why they're not. I guess it could be the brand I'm using. I'm using the Koi brand.
yeah, they're okay, but they're not as highly pigmented as some of the others. So, oh, I love Corinne. I just love what you're doing with yours. Yours is just
Oh, I'm just messing around.
really lovely. So try less water and
Yeah.
more. Okay, so Lori, in watercolors, stop. So in watercolors, every time you pick up the brush
Stop.
and put it back down, you end up adding more water. So if you
Yeah.
just do one stroke, see how
Ah,
you did one stroke before? Ah, yeah, and that's it. You see where it's working for you now,
yeah,
and
got
then
it.
when you start going dibby dabby, it starts adding too much water.
All right. Well, that
Hmm.
was a good pro tip.
Yeah, that's what I, yeah, that is one of the biggest things with watercolors because especially what those of us that are coming from acrylics, we're used to putting little dabs in places.
Yeah.
But the
Hmm.
way the watercolor brush works is every time you push down, it takes the water from inside the ferrule and puts it out.
Got
So
it. Well,
that,
that's actually very helpful, Terry. Because yeah, I don't normally work with
yeah,
watercolor.
you don't work with watercolors at all. So, and I didn't mean to sound like stop, but I was just,
No, it's very
Why
helpful.
not? You do that with me.
I know I do that with,
She
I do
did
that
that with
with,
me. The first time she did that with me, I didn't listen to her. Well, I learned my lesson. I should have listened to her. I
well,
was like,
it's,
okay, from now
yeah.
on, when she says stop, I stop. And I do the same thing with my students. I'm
That's
like,
what she
stop, it
said, and
looks
I'm like,
great.
whoop.
Yeah,
Then they go back into it and I go, I thought I told you to stop.
right.
It
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been better if you
Remember
stopped.
Yeah.
gorgeous cold wax and oil you had.
Yeah, I know.
It was
All
so
right.
okay.
Are we going to try stencils?
Yes, that's the next thing we're going to do. So
Okay.
the next thing, there's two different things that you can do with stencils. So I'm just using a little bit of water to start, and I'm just going to clean off whatever I have left on my plate here. And
Okay.
then
I did that too.
I'm going to go back onto it. And here I have a funky stencil. So
Did
there's
you
two,
put the dish detergent down?
not yet. I'm going to do it. I'm just making sure my stencil is reasonably without too much stuff
Well,
on it too. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to put the dishwasher detergent down. Okay.
okay.
And then I'm going to roll it out with my dishwasher with my roller. And then I'm going to put the stencil. Now there's two different ways of doing it. I can just put color all over this, put the stencil down and pull it, and then I'll have white lines. So maybe that's what we'll do
Mhm.
first. So, but what I want to do with the color all over it is I want to make this have some
Different colors.
lots of different colors here, like it's because it looks like cobblestones. So I'm putting, you'll see I'm putting some different colors that will end up looking kind of brownish, but not necessarily super totally brown with everything.
So
So
Terry, Corinne, both of you, if you
yeah,
wanted to buy a nice set of watercolors, what brand would you get?
I would get a Daniel Smith or
Okay.
That's what I have.
I really am like the core by Golden, and you can get a somewhat reasonable set of it.
Okay.
And Laurie, I actually have a lot of it, so maybe I'll just send you 5 or 6 tubes, and
Okay.
because I have a lot of it, and I could, oh,
Like
look,
get used to working with it, right?
yeah, because it is really fun to work with. So now I made a mess over here. In fact, this is what I'm using is right here are the cores because it's my core paddle.
I'm using the Kuritakis, but
Okay,
that's just what I grabbed today.
right.
I like the Daniel Smith. I have a lot of those.
Yeah, so do
I
I.
have some Van Gogh, but only because I needed a couple of colors and I needed to go to that to get them.
Right.
Uh, but
And
mostly a Daniel Smith.
yeah, that's me too, mostly Daniel Smith. So now I'm going to
Well, the
just
colors are beautiful.
I'm just going to put this down, and then I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to take again another piece of paper.
Oh, that Corinne, those colors.
Those are gorgeous.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
these are
Okay.
the Kuretake colors.
Whoops, I forgot. I was supposed to. Yeah, I don't think this is going to. Yeah, it did. It worked. Okay. You have to put your thing on dry in order for it to work.
What do you mean draw? Oh, you mean your
Your
paper on dry. Is
yeah, your
that
paper
what you're
on
saying?
dry and your stencil on dry for it to work. So
Okay.
now I've pulled off all of this and I have this, which is a really beautiful, look at that pattern. It's just luscious.
Oh, that is pretty.
And then I'm going to pull this off and
Ah,
I also have the other pattern. So I can pull the other pattern off, or I could let it dry, but I don't need to. It's still wet.
And you're using the sketch paper again?
This time I'm going to show you the difference on the copy paper.
But right now, you picked it up with the sketch paper,
I
right?
picked it up with the sketch paper. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
I like how
gorgeous.
the sketch paper absorbs, obviously.
I like how the sketch paper absorbs and when I'm using it, the wonderful thing with the cold wax and oil is that it does not move the watercolor. The negative
Ah,
with the cold wax and oil is that if you're being really dark, it if you're painting something fairly dark, it doesn't. So here is one I did with
well,
cold
those are
wax and
pretty.
oil. Yeah. So I did this with cold wax and oil and used collage in here. And these
Hmm.
are all collaged mountains. And this is just the cold wax and oil.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's but I it works better when I don't go dark underneath first. I shouldn't have gone quite as dark underneath first there.
Hmm.
So that's what I learned with that one.
And you were going to pick this up with copy paper, right?
I'm going to pick it up with copy paper. Yep.
Wet.
So
Mine's still good and wet.
yeah, that's why. And then
I
here
can pick it right up.
you can pick it right up. You don't have to wait for it to dry. And there it is. And that's gorgeous too.
Well, I'm letting that sit there for a second. I'll clean the watercolor off these
Yeah,
stencils.
that is the important thing is in between using your stencils, you have to clean the watercolor off of it because they will reactivate.
Yes, as soon as I put
Look at
acrylic
Lori
paint
and
on.
finger painting with the color.
Oh, fun.
That's very good. Are you using the
Marabou crayon, but the tip broke off, so I decided I'd just use it.
finger
Oh, yeah.
painting? Love it. Love it. So, yeah, send me your address, Lori,
Okay.
and so I will throw some of them in the mail for you. I'm
Oh,
not,
this is cool.
isn't it
And
very
Corey,
cool?
I want to send you some printouts of the lasers. The lasers. So do you do
Oh,
the?
yeah. So I can do the image transfer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is so cool,
I've
Karina.
been doing some, and I have just for fun. I should record it, but do you guys ever have that when you're just painting for fun? You can go to
Yes,
your recording.
I am trying to do
Yes.
more of the painting for fun and not thinking of a class.
Oh, the whole time I'm sitting there thinking I should
I
be.
love that.
Yeah. So this is another way of using your watercolors, but unless you use the little bit of the surfactant, it just they literally
Yeah.
do not work. But
Well, they break up and all you end up with little dots.
yeah, you just end up with little dots. And as I said, thank you, Catherine Rains. I think it was her that first showed me years ago how to do it. But and you do have to work at keeping your gel plate clean because the surfactant will also dry it off. So when you wash your gel plates, you really should clean them off after you've used your surfactant.
So, like when I'm done today, because I've had the dish soap in the water, just rub some baby oil on it.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. After you clean it off, so it's no longer
Hmm.
bubbling, and it starts to go back to what you can see me. I'm cleaning off right now. It's no longer bubbling, and it's starting to go back to the water just pills up.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I know that I can take a little bit of baby oil and throw some baby oil on it, and then it will be a happy plate. Oh, Lori, I love that. Where'd you get that
Ooh, isn't that pretty?
stencil?
I don't know. I find them like in like sets on Amazon.
So do
And
I.
honestly, I got some early on from Temu, so I don't know where this one came from.
Yeah.
Mine was too wet, but I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna dry this and see what got left behind.
Well, I think it's just that you didn't set it long enough on there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You need to let the paper, because you have to let the paper um
Believe it or not, you can just layer up these pieces though and still get some really interesting.
oh, you can get
Oh,
fabulous
yeah.
stuff from layering up. So anyway, I think this was way fun.
It was.
We got some
We done
different things, and
Yes.
fortunately we're done. It's 11:29. But what we did learn is that you can use the a surfactant of some kind and end up with really interesting, beautiful papers that we can
Hmm.
collage. Now, if you are going to use them in a traditional collage, I find that if I put them on the Yasutoma paper, it won't move. But
Okay.
the sizing of the copy paper, if I'm using it in a regular collage, I will put the making sure that I have a thin coat of matte medium on top of it,
Hmm.
unless I want the colors to soften.
Yeah, it just like with alcohol ink. When you do it with
Yes.
alcohol ink, you gotta have that layer. So
Yeah.
when I'm working on the gel plate, I will put down a layer. I will pull just a straight layer of gel medium first before I do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that that is on top.
Right, well, that works with the alcohol ink. With this one, you're better off putting a straight layer on the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
After it's done and dried, just put a thin layer of the coating, or you could just spray it with Camar if you want it. But I usually just use my gel plate, put a thing of matte medium down and just pull up a thin coat of matte medium on top of the color I don't want to move. I do that with pastels. I do that with most of the distressed inks because they will
Hmm.
reactivate. I do
Yes.
that with most of the Marabou crayons. All of those water-based media, if you're going to use it in something that's not oil-based, you really need to seal it before you use it. Okay? That's my
Okay.
my bad lecturing teacher voice, I guess, again.
Well, I think
So,
we learned a lot today.
Yeah, thanks, Terry.
oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
It was way fun. And sorry, Lori, that next week I won't be with you, but I am going
And
to
I
be
won't either.
doing
Sorry.
a.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll run with it and we'll see you guys the next week.
Okay, we'll see you the next week. And
Okay.
I will have the videos up by late this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds
Okay then.
good.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we forgot. Anybody that wants to explore mixedmedia.com, please check us out at exploremixedmedia.com and join our patronage. It's only $7 a month, and you get a project, you get a class project and a paint along with it. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.